Hi guys, Andy here again. Just doing another small experiment with my diesel heater. We're seeing if we can heat some water up with the heat exchanger. I know we can because I've done it before, but the reason I'm doing it this way is because I want to make a little hot water tank for in the shed, and I want to get a little sink, like a little caravan sink, and a little mini like hot water system, so I can wash my hands with hot water in the shed. So just doing this little setup here to experiment. I mean, it looks like a little distillery at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. So this is the exhaust outlet where it comes out of the machine, and if you've got one of these heaters, you'll know how hot this gets. It gets really hot. You can see how it's tarnished the pipe. So we've hooked it up to this. It's a Ford Galaxy, a 2006 1.9 TDI heat exchanger, EGR, exhaust gas recycler, whatever you call it. And it fits absolutely. These are the standard pipes that come with the machine, and they fit absolutely superbly, so tightly on the heat exchanger, and just fastened with a couple of Jubilee clips. You couldn't have hoped for a better fit. Although I bought it off eBay, it was 15 quid. They're probably all sold out now since my last video, where everyone's gone and bought up the entire stock of heat exchangers for Ford Galaxies 2006. And then we've just got some copper pipe with a bit of a rubber grommet in the water part of the heat exchanger. And then to the metal bucket, paid about £3 for this, just for the experiment. And then we've got these little tank connectors. They fit in there. Just drill like a nice big hole, pop them in. They've got a rubber seal, about £3 each. And I'll just use the some connectors which I've had lying around. I've got like a plumbing kit, and everything goes in there. It's quite handy. Here we go. Keep absolutely everything. You never know when you might need just a little bit of a joint or a connector, a bit of pipe, whatever. So yeah, I always keep everything. And then we've got the 12 volt hot water pump there. This is the type found in like a camper van or a caravan, and it is a hot water pump. I've got the outlet this side, so it's not getting the real hot water. It's going around the system before it goes into the pump, just to give it a little bit of help. And that's going through a little switch there. It's not a 240 switch. It's just to switch the pump on and off. And then we're using the 12 volt power supply, which I use for the heater. So it's doubling up for the power for the pump as well. And then just quickly, we've got the exhaust going out the wall there. It's a wooden wall, so I made like a metal pipe with a sand and cement, like a barrier around it, so it doesn't burn the wood. There you go, we're outside now. There's the silencer, and you have the little drain point there on the exhaust, so that any condensation can just run out of that. So I think we're all ready to get started here. Get that started. I've actually bought the little temperature gun today, which we use mainly in our house as a cat toy, so I just had to put some batteries in this. I don't know how accurate it is, so let me know what you think. I mean, that's just on the exhaust before it gets started. That's 14.5. Heat exchanger 14. Cold water's just gone in there. What's that? 14. Everything's 14. Let's put it on my skin. 17 degrees I am, so I don't know if that's working. So that's the heater's just starting off anyway. Takes, as you know, it takes a few minutes to get started with the glow plug and the heater pump in there. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes. Right, just testing that on the. There you go, that's working. 34 degrees on the fan heater there. It's only been on a minute. Just check that. So 21 degrees. 27, yeah. It's not got hot. So the exhaust gets really hot. It's just warm coming out there. I'm going to switch the pump on. I'm going to get the water flowing. You can see that's churning around already. For a little pump, they're really good. They're about 15-20 pound, but I think they're really good. You can buy like a proper central heating pump. They're only about, I saw them on Amazon for about £36, and they're fantastic. So that's something else to consider. Put a little drips on my joints there. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's only not low pressure, and I'll be dismantling this, and I'll be using some of it in the shed when I fit the water system in the shed. See that water's churning around nicely from that little pump. Now I've got it down to like some 10mm pipe, so it's quite restricted. But that's really churning the water away. And of course, this is what the heater's all about. The main heat coming out the front there. So look at that. It's only on halfway. You can see that's gone up a few degrees in the garage already. And it's only on number 3. I might whack it up a little bit actually. Let's go for it. Number 6. That's on full power now. I must admit, I very rarely have these on full power. I've got the other one heating the house up. I've got this one in the garage. And when I have it in the shed, I only ever have these on like number 1, 2 or 3 at the most, really. You can see the temperature of the water's gone up a couple of degrees already. It's only been on a few minutes. And by the time the exhaust gases have gone to the outside part of the from the heat exchanger, they've gone right down. So it is taking, of course, it is taking some of the heat out of the exhaust. I mean, ideally you'd like to see that temperature almost nothing really, so that we scavenge all of the heat from it. Still pretty warm. We've still got that condensation coming out of the exhaust. With the heat exchanger fitted, I think we're always going to get that. It's not a problem, not a massive problem at all. I'll turn that down a little bit now. Very rarely I have it on full blast. I've gone up to 15 in the garage already, and see what the water's doing. 18 and a half. That's quite pleasant. I mean, if I had that in the garage, in the shed to wash my hands in already, that'd be quite pleasant actually. I think that's just going to keep getting hotter and hotter. And the heat exchanger's doing its job. And I'm sorry guys, I can't resist bringing you outside to show you my other heater heating the house up. If you haven't seen it before, apologies if you have. So yeah, I'm using this every day throughout the winter. The heat's going in through a hole in the wall there. I said I switch this on in the morning and I have it on all day till the evening, probably on number 2, and it heats the house up a treat, using probably 2 or 3 litres of kerosene, burning beautiful. I don't worry about it at all, it just ticks over nicely, just plugs on, that does. It's one of the best things I've done. It's in a nice little waterproof box there, yeah, love that. Inside the house now. There's the box outside with the heater in. You can't hear it at all out from inside. Just got like a very light fan noise, and there's the control panel. That's just ticking away nicely. It's boiling in here, honestly. Just plugged into the mains there. Got another vent deflector come today. I'm going to fit that on there, and the beauty of this is it turns around so you can point the hot air where you want it. But this has been fantastic. So this heats all of the downstairs up. It gets really warm downstairs, and obviously some of the heat then rises to upstairs. We've got the central heating remote controller. It's upstairs, it's not completely off, and it kicks in very occasionally when the upstairs gets a little bit cooler. So it's not completely off, but it kicks in very occasionally, and we find that works for us really well. Very rarely does it kick in, I have to say. I wanted to point out as well, I think you could actually do away with the pump. I think if you just connected this pipe to the intercooler, I think eventually the water would heat up without the need of for the pump. Because the other day, if you saw it, I've done a similar experiment using the heat exchanger, and instead of the bucket I had a radiator, and it heated the radiator up. But then the next day I was working in the garage, wasn't interested in heating the radiator up, that was just over from the experiment. But I turned the heater on to heat the garage up because I was working in there. And not long after, without having the pump on, it heated the radiator up as well. I think just the convection of the heat in the water, it just circulates anyway. So you could just not have a pump, and I think you get a very similar effect. 19.5. It's just going to keep getting hotter and hotter. So there you go, guys. Can you see that? That's That's at 22.5 degrees. There's the steam coming off that. That's going to be fantastic to wash your hands in the shed. I'm definitely going to do a little system with a little sink in the shed, especially after seeing this. That's going to be beautiful. And remember guys, this is a quick pod job. There's no lid on that. It's not insulated. It's hot. So all the pipes are not insulated. You know, if you've got a nice little tank, sort of a proper small hot water tank, you could heat it up with this easily and have some cracking results, I think. Whoa. Okay, so we're just finishing up 23.5 degrees. Well, it went well today. Really chuffed with how that went. Thank you very much for watching me guys. Please give me a little like and subscribe, and just a little check on that. 26.8 degrees. What about that guys? Thanks very much for watching. Thank you.